Hello and welcome to No Exit Theater Collective's fortnightly reading series. I am the founder and co-artistic director, Ben Natan. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As some of you are aware, we are on a somewhat adjusted schedule. Usually we do these on Friday nights. We're doing this on a Monday. We felt it was important as a collective to give space and time to the ongoing protest movements around the country and use our platform to boost various activist groups that are reflecting the work that we do here and our values here. We will be going back to our Friday schedule with a show or a reading rather on July 3rd. So look forward to updates about that. Without further ado, I would like to introduce a wonderful, wonderful director, and I am so happy to have her aboard, Caitlyn McCain.
Thank you, Ben. Hello, everyone. My name is Caitlyn McCain, and I had the honor and privilege of directing this brilliant group of artists in our reading of William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. So identity was at the core of this reading. Of course, there's the ever-present theme of mistaken identities that is so commonly found in Shakespeare's world. But identity was also at the center of our creative process as an ensemble. The cast was asked what piece of their identity they wanted to be maintained and celebrated in their character. And with that question answered, we set out to tell a story filled with humanity, which with Shakespeare's language and this cast was very easy and very joyful. A few technical things before we get started. For those of you who are viewing our production on a screen, the characters' names have been placed in the lower left-hand corner of each actor's Zoom box. This might prove helpful as identities are altered and mistaken. You can also read a quick synopsis of the show at the link that is shared in the comment section of this video. And at the end of the reading, there will be a Q&A with myself and the actors. You can ask questions by commenting below on this live stream video, and we'll answer them at the end. And last but not least, this reading is taking place during Pride Month. And in addition to lifting the voices of the LGBTQ+ creatives with this project, No Exit Theater Collective has also committed to donating 20% of the funds from tonight's tip jar to the Black Trans Emergency Protest Fund. This money provides Black trans folks funds for medical care, bail, and other crucial resources. You can support this effort by donating to the tip jar on Venmo at noexit-tc. Again, that's at noexit-tc, which will also be in the comments. And now the cast would like to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Tessa Ramirez Keough. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them, and I will be playing Viola or Cesario.
Hi guys, I'm Celine Morris. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I will be playing Olivia.
Hey, my name is Jordan Hughes. My characters are she, her, and I will be playing Fabian.
Hey, my name is MJ Bird. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I'll be playing Feste the Fool.
Hi, I'm Nick Sanchez. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm playing Sir Toby Belch.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Theodosia Arcidianoco. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'll be playing Sir Andrew and the Servant.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stacy. Pronouns she, her, hers, and they, them, theirs, and I'm playing Malvolio.
Hi, my name is Lauren Elizabeth. Pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Curio and also Sebastian.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marley Mathias. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Mariah and the second officer.
Hi, everyone. My name is Daniel Cabrera. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be playing Orsino.
Hi, my name is Theo McKenna. I use they, them, theirs pronouns, and tonight I'm Antonio and the sea captain.
Hi, my name is Heidi Tolson. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them, and I will be your swing this evening.
Thank you all. And now, without further ado, I am so proud to present this cast in No Exit Theater Collective's reading of William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night.
country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
My poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where like Arion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's some gold. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, well.
Who governs here?
Noble duke, in nature as in name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then?
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love they say she hath abjured the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady and might not be delivered to the world till I'd made my own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the duke's.
There is fair behavior in thee, captain, and though that nature with the abusious wall doth oft close in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may hap to time I will commit. Only shape thou my size to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
Oh, I thank thee. Lead me on.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. Oh, that strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came over my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough. No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eye did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. How now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer, the element itself, till 7 years' heat shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother. Ah, how will she love, when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her, when liver, brain, heart, all these sovereign thrones are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king? Away, before me to sweet beds of flower, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I'm sure care's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier, O knights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept it.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too. And they be not. Let them hang themselves on their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight that you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who? Ah, Sir Andrew Aguecheek.
Aye, he.
He's as tall a man as any is in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
By that you'll say so. He plays at the Viola de Gamboys and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and, hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed, almost natural. For besides that he is a fool, he is a great quarreller. And but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gust he hath in quarrelling. 'Tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add moreover he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there is passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. What, wench? For here comes Sir Andrew Agueface.
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Oh, bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Cost, Sir Andrew, a cost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Oh, good mistress, a cost. I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Oh, good mistress, Mary, a cost.
You mistake, knight. A cost is to front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
Oh, by my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of a cost?
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, would thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I think so. I am not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir. I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in my life, I think. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. Oh, God, I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or do not? Oh, faith, I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, and if she be, it's 4 to 1 she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I have heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. Yeah. I have a fellow of the strangest mind in the world.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
Well, as any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be. under the grade of my betters, and yet I will not compare myself with an old man.
What is thy excellence in a galliard knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick, simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them? Why dost thou not go to church in a galliard and come home in a coranto? Thy very walk would be a jig. What dost thou mean? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think, by the excellent constitution of thy leg, that thou wert born under the star of a galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, and it does indifferent well in a dun-colored stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus? That's sides and a heart.
No, sir, it is legs and thighs. Let me see the caper. Yes, higher. Excellent.
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call into question the continuance of his love. Oh, here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario? Oh.
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Oh, Cesario, thou knowest no less about all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she will never admit me.
No, well, be clamorous. And leap all civil bounds rather than make an unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as a maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right, apt for this affair, and prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife. Whoe'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Oh, nay. Either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He who is well hanged in this world need fear no colors.
A good Lenten answer. I can tell thee where that saying was born of, I fear no colors.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars. And that may you be bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them the wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent.
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, you wert as witty as a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you hear, fellows? Take the lady away.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. For give the dry fool drink, and he is not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. If that this simple syllogism will serve, so if it will not, what remedy? As there is no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady bade take away the fool. Therefore, I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Oh, miss, prison in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously so, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
Good Madonna, why mourn'st thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, good Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
More fool, Madonna, to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall due to the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing of your folly.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship's takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reproof.
Now, Mercurian, do thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man, and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman?
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madmen. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will, to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Jove cram with brains, for here he comes.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. Oh, a plague of these pickled herring. Oh, how now, Sock?
Good Sir Toby.
Cousin, cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. Oh, there's one at the gate.
Aye, Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil and he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool. The second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the crowner and let him sit on my cuz, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
Madam, young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have foreknowledge of that too and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady?
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage in years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He is very well favored. And he speaks shrewishley.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls!
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for, besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say a little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear that I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what's important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is more the like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. Tell me your mind.
I am a messenger.
Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity, to any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was as present. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir, full endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item 2 lips indifferent red, item 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does not know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house, write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia, Oh, you should not rest between the elements of earth and air, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well.
Love makes his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor like my master's be placed in contempt. Farewell, fail cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman. How be sworn thou art? Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, action and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfection with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left his ring behind him. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hi thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. Was decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone.
Let me yet know of you whither you are bound.
No, sooth sir. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Celine, whom I know you've heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we it so ended. But you, sir, altered that, for some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and ever thanks. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I'm not weary, and 'tis long till night. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count, his galleys, I did some service, of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
But like you slew great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature. Albeit, the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eyes shall light upon some toy you have desire to purchase, and your store, I think, is not for idle markets. Sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the elephant?
I do remember.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns his ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you never be so hardy to come in again in his affairs unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
If she took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it at her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eyes. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Oh, fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring? Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas! Oh, frailty is the cause, not we, for such. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman now, alas the day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not. But I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our lives consist of the four elements?
Faith, they say so. But I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Marry, and I say, a stoup of wine.
Here comes the fool of faith.
How now, my hearts?
Welcome, ass. Let's have a catch.
Why, this is the best fooling when all 'tis done. Now, a song.
Come on, there's 6 pence for you. Let's have a song.
Oh, there's a test of me too.
Would you have a song of good life or a love song?
Oh, a love song, a love song.
I care not for good life, most certain. Let our catch be, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave, knight. I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave, knight.
It's not the first time I have constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
Oh, I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
What counterwalling do you keep here? If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
Not I, consanguineous. Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley! Lady.
Beshrew me. The knight's an admirable fooling.
Aye, he does well enough if he be disposed. And so do I too. He does it with better grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, God, peace.
My masters, are you mad? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she's very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, farewell, dear heart, for I must needs be gone.
Hey, good your Toby.
Is it even so?
Out of tune, sir! Art thou more than a steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, that there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, by Saint Anne, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth, too.
Thou art in the right. Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. Maria, I stoop of wine.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Oh, shake your ears.
You're as good a deed as to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him, the field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us! Possess us! Tell us something of him!
Mary, sir, sometimes he is kind of a Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What? For being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love. Very like my lady, your niece, on a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device.
I have it in my nose too.
He shall think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Ass, I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you, I know my physique will work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter, observe his construction of it, for this night to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea.
Before me, she is a good wench.
She's a beagle true bred, and one that adores me.
I was adored once too.
Well, let's go to bed, knight. Thou hadst need send for more money.
Oh, if I cannot recover your niece, I'm a foul way out.
Send for money, knight. If thou hast her not in the end, call me cut.
If I do not, never trust me. Take it how you will.
Come, I'll go burn some sack. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight, come, knight.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Oh, now, good morrow, good Cesario. But that piece of song, that old and antique song that we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passions much. Come, but one verse. How does thou like this song, boy?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Oh, thou dost speak masterly. My life upon, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, has it not?
A little, by your favor.
Oh, what kind of womanist?
Of your complexion.
Oh, she is not worthy for thee, then. Of what years, i' faith?
About your years, my lord.
It's too old, by heaven. Let the woman still take an elder than herself. So wears she to him. So sways she level in her husband's heart. For, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
Huh. Once more, Cesario, go get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty, and tell her of my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, but 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir.
Cannot so be answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a great pang of heart, as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much, they lack retention.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter who loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her story?
A blink, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. Yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, to her in haste, and give her this jewel. Say my love can give no place, bide no denay.
Come thy way, Senior Fabian.
Nay, I'll come. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
Here comes the little villain.
Get you all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior of his own shadow this half hour. Oh my God. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Why you there? For here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune! All is fortune! Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace!
To be Count Malvolio.
Fly on him, Jezebel!
Oh, peace! Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a day bed where I've left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, peace, peace.
And then to have the humor of state to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, peace, peace.
Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand to him, thus quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow of the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having me cast upon your knees give me this prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
Well, that's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. Who should this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know, no man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio! I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A Faustian riddle.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life? Nay, but first let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me! I serve her, she is my lady! and the end, what should that alphabetical portion portend? If I could make it resemble something in me. M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that! He is now at a cold scent.
Well, Malvolio! M, why that begins my name!
Did I not say he would work it out?
M-A should follow what O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
And I comes behind. Oh, M-O-A-I. Here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above the O, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to ever see thee cross-gartered? Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintances. I will be point devise the very man. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Oh yes, here's a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. Come on. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee! I will smile!
I will not give my part of this sport for a pension of thousands to be paid from the Sophie. Here comes my noble goal catcher.
If you will see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to melancholy as she is. Oh, I cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir. I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matters, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. And fools are like as husbands, as pilchers are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as off with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir. I will conjure them to them whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welkin. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well, kind of it. Oh, most excellent, accomplished lady. The heavens rain odors on you.
Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess?
My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you. I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did hear, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and, I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hides my heart. So, let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's it, agree to love.
No, not a grise, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why, then methinks 'tis time to smile again. O world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho, grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to the lord by me?
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, that I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so that, maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause for that I woo, though therefore has no cause, but rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none, shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Never more will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet, come again, for though perhaps mayst move that heart which now pours to like his love.
No, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's servingmen than ever she bestowed upon me.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle in a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt, either of valor or policy.
And it be any way, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Why then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor? Challenge me the Count's youth to fight with him.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand, be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Go, about it!
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubicula. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby. We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it?
No, never trust me then. Look where the youngest wren of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yond Gal Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Oh, most villainously.
Come, bring us where he is.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? I speak too loud. Where's Malvolio? He is sad and civil, and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted in Swiss.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady. Ho ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Oh, sad lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. What of that?
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed. Thy sweetheart will come to thee.
God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so, and kiss thy hands so oft?
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What mean'st thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Thy yellow stockings?
And wished to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Mariah, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me? This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. What can be said? Nothing that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he? In the name of sanctity. Oh!
Here he is. Here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. My lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
Oh, now, mistress.
Oh, Lord.
Prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you move him?
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
How now, my bawcock? How dost thou, Chuck?
Sir!
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, Minx? Oh, hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. Huh. You shall know more hereafter.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be quieter.
Oh, come. We'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is mad.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Ooh, so saucy.
It is. I warrant him. Do but read it.
Give me, youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
good,
thou killst me like a rogue and a villain. Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls, Andrew Aguecheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot, I give it him.
You may have very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey. Soon as ever thou seest him draw, and as thou drawest, swear horribly.
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now will not I deliver this letter, but, sir, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. This will fright them both.
Here he comes with your niece. Give them way till he take leave, and presently after them.
I have said too much into a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to unchary on it. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is, that it but mocks reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears, goes on my master's griefs.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny, that honor saves, may a pawn ask and give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How will mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentleman, God save thee.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard's end.
You mistake me, sir, I'm sure. No man hath any quarrel to me.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. If your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is nigh dubbed with unhatched rapier and on carpet considerations, but he is a devil in private brawl.
I will return again into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I beseech you, do me this courteous office, as to know of the knight what my offense is to him. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Senior Fabian, stay you by this gentleman until my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you even to a mortal arbitrament, but nothing of the circumstances more.
Oh, I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I have not seen such a farrago. They say he has been fencer to the Sophie.
Pox on it. I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, Grey Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good show on it. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you.
He is as horribly conceited of him and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for oath's sake.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make them tell me how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. The gentleman will, for honor's sake, have one bout with you. Come on, to it!
Oh, pray God he keeps his oath.
I do assure you 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you!
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold! Here comes the officers.
I will be with you anon.
Pray, sir, put your sword up, if you please.
Oh, Mary, I will, sir. And for that I promised you, I am as good as my word. He will bear you easily, and he reigns well.
This is the man. Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you. But there's no remedy, I shall answer it. What will you do, now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come away, sir.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me here, and part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What is that to us? The time goes by. Oh, wait.
But oh, how vile and idle proves this god. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature, shame.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, sir, come.
Lead me on.
He names Sebastian. I my brother know, yet living in my glass. And such and so in favor was my brother. And he went still in this fashion, color, ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest, paltry boy, and more coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in him leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him. And for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
I'll after him again and beat him.
Do, cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Come, let's see the event.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor is your name not Master Cesario. Nor is this not my nose either. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowst not me.
Vent my folly? He has heard this word from some great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I prithee now, ungrid thy strangeness and tell me all that I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
Prithee, depart from me.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
Why, there's for thee, and there are all the people mad?
Hold, sir, I'll throw your dagger over the house.
This I will tell my lady straight.
Come on, sir, hold.
Nay, let him alone. I'll go another way and work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first, yet it's no matter for that.
Let go thy hand.
Come, sir, I will not let you go. Come, my young soldier, put up your arms. You are well-fleshed. Come on.
What wouldst thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you.
Hold, Toby. On thy life, I charge thee. Hold.
Madam?
Will it be ever thus? Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barbarous caves where manners ne'er were preached, out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rudesby, be gone. I prithee, gentle Fred, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, do not deny. He shrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine and thee.
What relish is this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense in Lethe steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and this beard. Make him believe thou art Sir Topus the curate. Do it quickly.
What ho, I say, peace in this prison.
Who calls there, ho?
Sir Topus the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Oh, good Sir Topus! Oh, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Aye, thou dishonest Satan! Sayest thou that this house is dark?
I am not mad, Sir Topus. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness, but ignorance.
I am no more mad but than you are.
Fare thee well, remain thou still in darkness.
No, Sir Topus! Sir Topus!
My lady is unkind, purdy.
Fool, I say!
Loves another. What? Who calls?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle and pen, ink, and paper.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you besides your 5 wits?
Oh, they have propertied me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do what they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say, the minister is here. Malvolio! Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavour thyself to sleep and leave thy vain bibble-babble.
Oh, Sir Topus!
Maintain no words with him, good fellow. Who? I, sir? Not I, sir. Goodbye, Sir Topus. Goodbye. Mary, amen. Oh, I will, sir. Oh, I will.
Fool! Fool! Fool, say I!
Alas! Sir, be patient. What say you, sir? I am shent for speaking with you.
Oh, good fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell thee I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
I will help you to it, but tell me true. Are you not mad indeed, or do you play counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
This is the air, that is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it, and though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit that he did range the town to seek me out, but here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me and with this holy man into the chantry by. There, before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful a soul may live at peace. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Belong you to the lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir. We are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir. Better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Well, just the contrary. The better for your friends.
No, sir. The worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir. They praise me and make an ass of me. But now, my foes tell me plainly that I am an ass. So that by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself. And by my friends, I am abused. Why then, the worse for my friends and the better for my foes.
Well, thou shalt not be worse for me. there's gold. If you will let your lady know that I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby your bounty till I come again.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me, Antonio.
What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her fraught from Candy. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private brabble did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what, but 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou salt water thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy, there by your side, from the rude seas, enraged and foamy mouth, did I redeem. A rack past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love without retention or restraint, all his in dedication.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord. And for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more of that anon. Take him aside. Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth.
What would my lord but that he may not have wherein Olivia might seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia,
What do you say, Cesario? Good, my lord.
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What? To perverseness? You, uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithless offerings hath breathed out, that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please my lord that shall become him.
Well, since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor. Live you, the marble-breasted tyrant still, but this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye, where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me, my thoughts are ripe with mischief.
And I, most jocund, apt, and willingly, to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign your witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
Come, away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Aye, husband. Can he that deny?
Her husband, Sirrah.
No, my lord, not I.
Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by interchangement of your rings, since when my watch hath told me toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
Dario, thou dissembling cub, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy face? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
For the love of God, a surgeon! Send one presently to Sir Toby!
What's the matter?
Oh, has broke my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. Oh, for the love of God, your help!
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's a very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario?
Odds lifelong, here he is. You broke my head for nothing, and that I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. Oh, here comes Sir Toby, halting. Oh, you shall hear more.
Oh, how now, gentlemen, how is't with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me, and there's the end on it. Son, did thou see Dick Surgeon, son?
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby, an hour agone. His eyes were set at 8 a.m.
Then he's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him. Who hath made this havoc with them?
Oh, God, I'll help you, Sir Toby.
Oh, will you help? An asshead and a coxcomb and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a
Get
gall.
him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
Olivia, I am sorry I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety.
What? One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons? A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio, oh my dear Antonio, how have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
How have you made division of yourself? Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Celine. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
Let's to make us happy both, but by this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm I'll bring to you a captain in this town, where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count.
So comes it, Olivia, you have been mistook. But nature to her bias drew in that you would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and man.
Well, be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wrack. Boy, thou hast told me 1,000 times thou should never love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy chosen weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And yet, alas, now I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. The most extracting frenzy of mine own from my remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
Oh, truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end as well as any man in his case may do. Has he writ a letter to you? I should have given it to you today morning.
Open it and read it.
you, sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did Malvolio write this?
Aye, madam.
This
This
savors
is
not much.
Distraction.
See him delivered, Fabian. Bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on to think me as well a sister as a wife.
Viola, your master quits you, and for your service done him, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand, and you shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister! You are she.
Oh, is this the madman?
How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand, and tell me, in the modesty of honor, why have you given me such clear lights of favor? They become smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned? Tell me why!
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess much like the character. But out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely, I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Mariah writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her.
Alas, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
And thus the whirling of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been notoriously abused.
Pursue him, and entreat him to a peace. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man, but when you are in other habits, Orsino's mistress, and his fancy's queen.
Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. I'm going to turn it back over to Ben.
Hello, all. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ben Natan. I am the co-artistic director and founder of No Exit Theater Collective. I unfortunately didn't have the pleasure of working directly with this wonderful group of artists, but I helped in the background. I was producing, doing some promotional stuff. But before we get into the Q&A and some introductions from the artists, I just want to go through and thank those who've already contributed to the No Exit Theater Collective tip jar. Patty, Mia, Brittany, Danica, Shervette, Maddie, Alexander, Justin, Robin, Dura, Shay, Ian, Nicole, Donald, Ava, Connor, Claire, James, and Nicole. Thank you all so much for your tips, for your contributions. It goes a long way to not only support all of the artists in the room right here, but also a very important social justice organization. If you are watching and interested in giving to the No Exit Tip Jar, we are on Venmo at No Exit -TC. Once again, that is at No Exit -TC. Whatever you'd like to give, it could be $1, it could be $5, it could be $10. It goes such a long way. Everything that we raise will be split equally among the contributing artists, and 20% will be going to the Black Trans Protester Emergency Fund, which is getting deployed all over the country to provide important resources for protesters. So thank you very much. I'm going to turn it back over to Caitlyn as we introduce this wonderful cast of artists. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. And thank you to everyone who donated. It really means a lot to us and to those that we'll be serving. We are going to take a moment to let the cast introduce themselves. You can learn a little more about them and their artistry. So without further ado, the cast.
Hi, like I said earlier, I'm Tessa Ramirez Keough. I was your Viola / Cesario. I graduated from NYU in 2018, and I was an active performer and a theater technician, working in New York and on the West Coast in LA and Phoenix, Arizona, which is my hometown. But obviously because of COVID, I am just hanging out at home. So that's me.
Hi guys, Caren, Celine, Morris, she, her, hers. I was your Olivia this evening. I'm from New York City. I usually work as a stage manager. It's been a while since I've performed. I've been working as a stage manager on the off-Broadway and off-Broadway circuit, most recently at the Bushwick Star. And yeah.
Hey y'all, so Jordan Hughes, I was Fabian. So I also graduated from NYU Tisch Drama. I graduated 2019, but I was also a film minor and a producing minor. So if you go to my Instagram, Jordan 2 _ Hughes, you can find more information about me, projects I'm working on, and things of that nature. I'm usually based in New York, but also because of quarantine, I was visiting family when everything went crazy. So I'm still in North Carolina. So hi.
Hi, my name is MJ Bird. My pronouns are they, them, and theirs. I played Feste the Fool in this production. I recently graduated from DeSales University in 2019. I've been working with the Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival and the No Exit Theater Company, just doing Shakespeare and stuff. And I put out a podcast with my best friend, and we were just quirky people who graduated theater, just talking about stuff and things that matter. It's called Exploring the Interim. You can listen to it on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And you can check out my Instagram, mjbird888. That's all. I love you.
Hi, I'm Nick Sanchez. I was your Toby this evening. I am an actor who usually lives in New York. I graduated NYU 2020. Done theater the past few years, and I'm now currently working at the American Shakespeare Center on our Safe Start season that is coming up soon, which is trying to do some safe during a pandemic theater stuff. So that's me.
Hi, everybody. My name is Theodosia Arcidianoco. A lot of people also call me Teddy, she, her, hers. This evening, I played Sir Andrew and the Servant. I graduated from NYU's Tisch Drama program in 2019 with minors in business entertainment, producing, and child adolescent mental psychopathy. I am currently an actor and producer based in New York, but I'm also working at Bleecker Street Media. You can find me on Instagram at TEDDYXX97. Thanks so much for coming.
Hi everyone, my name is Stacy. I'm a New York-based musician and actor and an alum of the Shakespeare and Company Training Institute. Really glad to be able to still be making some art during this different time. I've actually been working on a web series called Dead Enders. We have our season finale coming out this Friday. You might catch a familiar face in it besides mine. Daniel's also in it. He might talk more about that. So if you couldn't get enough of either of us, you have 6 episodes of opportunity to do so. I'm also a medical student, so I might be bowing out a little bit early because I have to be at the hospital tomorrow morning. So thank you in advance for your patience. I'll put my Instagram in the title.
Hi, I'm Lauren Elizabeth. I played Curio and Sebastian. My pronouns are she, hers. I am a Vassar College alum. There's not much I haven't tried to do in my life. Most recently, though, I am an actor, flow artist, and circus performer. I am also going to be featured in some other digital content put on by Scowl, which is a show that focuses on queer action stories. So they are putting out some new content. I believe it's this weekend. You can check that out at scowlfight.com. I've also been sort of self-producing some videos by breaking in and out of my own apartment during quarantine. You can check it all out on my Instagram and YouTube at StreetCirque. CIRQUE, whenever you feel like it. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Marley Mathias. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I played Mariah, an officer tonight. I am a rising senior theater arts major with a concentration in acting at Drew University. This is actually my first online reading with no exit. Before quarantine, I wrapped up playing Sabine in Most Massive Women Wins at Drew University. I am also the co-founder and co-president of Drew University's sketch comedy group, The Goof Troop. And yeah, Shakespeare has such a special place in my heart. One of my favorite roles I've played is Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm very thankful for this experience, so thank you for coming.
Hi, my name is Daniel Cabrera. I use he, him pronouns. I played Orsino tonight. Anna, Stacy mentioned that our season finale of our web series Dead Enders is premiering this Friday. So you can catch that. And if you want to take a look at headshots and resume of mine, you can go to danielcabreraactor.com. And thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm still Theo. My pronouns are still they, them, theirs. I played Antonio in The Sea Captain. As you might have seen from my bio, talking about myself causes more stress than I know how to deal with. So yeah, I went to drama school and learned drama things and owe a lot of money from it. So things are great. One quick thing I do want to plug, I guess, any tips that I am getting from tonight and from another reading I did the other 2 nights, I'm actually going to match them and donate to their name is Ian Field Stewart. They are an absolutely exceptional performer, activist, organizer. So don't check me out, check them out. The handle is The Free Activist. You will learn, you will be challenged, you will be inspired. So go do that. Thanks for coming. Happy Pride Month. Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter. Shakespeare.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible, Theo. Right on. My name is Heidi Tolson. I was your swing tonight. My pronouns are she, her, they, them. I am a West Virginia University grad of 2018. So I've lived in New York for about 2 years. I worked with Ben in a show with the Wandering Theater Company last year. I've worked with the Columbia Directors Program, and I'm involved with, or I have been involved with the, what's it called? It's been so long, COVID. Oh yes, the Serving You Sondheim series at Green Room 42. This is so exciting. I am so excited to be in my 3rd engagement here with the No Exit Theater Collective. And you can check out more about me at HeidiJTolson.com. This has been great. You all are wonderful. Let's get it moving.
I'll make this quick. Again, my name is Caitlyn. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I had the pleasure of directing this wonderful wonderful cast. I am primarily an actor. I also graduated from Tisch last year in 2019 with a degree in drama and a minor in child and adolescent mental health. I work as a teaching artist with New York City Children's Theater and am the associate director of the Adler Youth Program with Stella Adler, where I also teach in their voice and speech department. So I work in lots of aspects of the arts. If you want to know more about me and my work, you can go to CaitlynMcCain.com. And I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful technical director, Zeynep, from behind the scenes.
Hi, I'm Zeynep. My pronouns are she, hers. I was the technical director tonight, and I'm Ben's co-artistic director. Last year, I worked with Ben on the Argentinian prostitute play. I was directing that one. I'm usually a director, producer, but I stage manage and prop design and do whatever comes my way because theater is fun. I graduated from Baruch College in 2018 with a degree in nonprofit management, which I don't super do right now. And I'm currently getting a degree in applied theater from the CUNY School of Professional Studies. And I'm producing the show Lauren talked about, Scowl, Self-Isolation, Devastation. It is going to the watch party is going to happen this Saturday night. And on Sunday, it will be live for free. Any funds we get from the watch party are going to go towards paying for rehearsal space whenever we get to do our other show, Scowl, Ladder-Mageddon. Ben, on to you.
Great. Hi, I'm going to talk probably one more time, and then I'm going to turn it over for good to everyone else. My name is Ben Natan, pronouns he, him, his. I am the founder, co-artistic director. So lucky to have Zeynep as my partner in crime on this group, because I don't know what I would do without her. Before I get into some other things, I just want to thank, again, we got some new donations from Alex, Kayla, Robert, and Jordan. Thank you so much. We're going to have a question and answer session, but before that, I want to just talk a little bit about what No Exit is for the newcomers. Thank you so much for coming to watch this show. No Exit Theater Collective started with an idea. I was sitting on my couch, I was reading a play by myself, and I said, wow, this sucks. I wish I had my friends to do this with. And I made a Facebook group with all my favorite actors that I've ever worked with and went to school with, and I said, well, let's just read plays together. And then I was like, well, why don't we just read plays in front of other people? And that's what we've been doing. Every 2 weeks or so, we put on a public domain show. We've done mostly Shakespeare. We did one Ibsen play. It'll probably continue just based on what we have available to us. But every week or every show, we raise money for the artists who are participating. That includes all of the actors, the technical, our technical director. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful script editor, Katie McNeil. She's not on with us right now, but I think she's watching. Director. Everyone who's part of that team gets an equal split of the money, and then we pick a different social justice organization for every show, which the money will then go towards. So when you tip us, that's what your money is going towards. We are currently developing other aspects to No Exit Theater Collective. This only started 2 months ago, but the momentum has been phenomenal. The support has been tremendous, and that wouldn't be possible without all these wonderful artists and all the wonderful people who are currently watching right now. So thank you very much. If you're interested in following the work that we are doing, you can follow us on Facebook, No Exit Theater Collective, which a lot of you are watching on right now. We are on Twitter at No Exit TC. And we are on Instagram, where you can see pictures of everybody's beautiful face, and that is also at No Exit TC. So go ahead and follow us on those platforms. You will get updates about all the shows, all the things that we're doing, and there is a lot of really cool things on their way. So I'm done talking, probably, and I will turn it over to Caitlyn, who is going to run our question and answer section.
Thank you so much to those who are still hanging with us here. If anyone has any questions for myself, Ben, Zeynep, or the cast, please send them in the comment section right now. I've got my handy dandy phone in front of me and I will take questions there. Until then, somebody like dance or something so I don't feel awkward. Thank you. I'm waiting for questions. Does anyone have a fun talent? Anna, you want to lift your leg back up? Show us your stockings one more time.
This leg?
Oh, that one, yes. Somebody please tell me if I'm missing comments because I wouldn't put it past myself. I will start something. Any actors want to share any discoveries that they had on this text or fun things that they experienced or how much you hated working with me? That's also welcome.
We do this like Real Housewives reunion style of like, Caitlyn, there's something I did want to say.
Yeah, I want to.
Now that we're all here together, I think it's now the time.
I'm just glad someone's saying it.
This I will tell my lady straight.
I'll say that one of my favorite things about working with this cast, and I mentioned it at the beginning here, was when I posed the question about what pieces of their identity they wanted celebrated and maintained in these characters. And the things that came up, if anyone's willing to share what they talked about, like obviously that's a discussion for the table if you don't want to share, but I was just so excited by the possibility of, as I continue to go into rooms and bring that question hopefully with me, is it really let us lead from a place of humanity. And it got me thinking about what is it to create an organically diverse show that, you know, the trying to find diversity ends at once you get the people at the table, then you just let those voices speak and communicate and share their authentic experiences. And that was really powerful for me as a new director to watch that. And I was very grateful for those elements that everyone shared.
As a non-binary person, I really enjoyed playing Feste because I felt like that character is one of the only characters that wasn't trying to be something else or wasn't trying to be someone else. Like Feste is literally like, I'm a fool. What's good? And as a non-binary person, sometimes I just have to be like, my pronouns are they, them. What's good? Like, that's how it be. So yeah, I really liked playing this character, and that was what I tried to bring of myself to the Fool, if that makes any sense.
Anyone else? Am I missing? Oh, I'm stopped looking at my phone. No, nothing else. Any other cast members want to share anything? All right. Okay, I think. Oh, yes. Okay, wait, I can do it. Sorry, I was waiting for a response from someone. Okay, so one of the things that was shared by our wonderful Olivia here, Caren, when we were talking about what piece of identity they wanted to be shared. So Olivia is this like fabulous countess that is in mourning and is dramatic as heck and is loved by everyone, and Orsino's very thirsty for her. And Caren comes on and says, you know, the part of my character that I want to be maintained is that she's Black, because Black women are something to be thirsted over. And I said, snaps, Caren. And that was beautiful and wonderful, because that's what we get when we bring authentic human beings to a character, and representation matters. So yeah, that was special. And I had to ask, that was typing to ask Caren's permission to share that.
Yes, that did happen. Can confirm.
So thank you. I think then if there's nothing else that we want to share, we will wrap it up. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It really means a lot. We hope that you will join us for future readings, where I'm sure you will see some familiar faces, because you're all brilliant, if I haven't said that 17 times. So thank you all so much, and have a lovely, lovely evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.